Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we fight fiercely over Fu Chao, not even really because we care about Fu Chao, but just because we want to do as much harm as possible to these reinforcing armies. So this first army here is pretty fake. They have a half-health dragon, which is a concern, but overall their numbers are just really, really low. The other armies that are going to come in are going to come in 2 minutes late. So we'll have some time to do some... this is going to be a settlement battle, right? Not a field battle? Oh, no, it's a field battle. Okay, I was going to say the settlement, if it functions as a settlement battle, 2 minutes is time to get some guns and stuff set up. With it being a field battle, worse. It's a worse situation. But yeah, minor settlements, I think, generally are field battles unless you get their garrison building to level 3, in which case you have some structures you can rely on, and that makes it an unwalled settlement battle. So this is actually really interesting. With this being a field battle, we don't know which army is which from this screen, so I'm going to have to wait until we get onto the battlefield here to talk about our build strategy. We need to see what the elevations look like too. This relief map kind of gives a rough idea, but it's not good at communicating what's higher and what's lower. I think lighter colors are higher, maybe. If so, we have this like hillside. Yeah. Yeah, so we have this weird hillside that we can take advantage of. This is an army that's mostly pretty fake, and it's mostly just like corpse carts and stuff. I think we actually want to start kind of close to this reinforcing side, as much as this is not ideal shooting ground for the rest of the enemies, just because being able to knock these things out as they arrive would be kind of useful. We have the garrison troops, which are basically nothing. We'll just put those there for the moment. And then the real army, let's just slap over here real fast. Captain. So their primary force is really, really not dangerous. I wonder, my guess is they won't even approach us. They'll just fall back and wait for reinforcement. So I think I think I do want to just try to like set up to capture these troops as soon as they spawn. We'll set up our crabs here just in case I'm wrong. It really annoys me that the gunnery mob that is a regiment of renown spawns in the wrong location. It spawns in the wrong location on the army bar. It's not next to the other gunnery mobs. It's next to the deck droppers, or the deck gunners. We have an army. We have a deckhand mob that's just going to die as soon as it gets into combat. But, like, what am I going to do? Not use them? I actually think, do we want to spawn the Morngul like in a very aggressive position? Because he has Vanguard, like he can start up pretty far, but it's a dangerous move for sure. You know, honestly, the best work these things are going to be able to do is this probably. I'd feel a lot more comfortable about this if he wasn't so low on HP. But maybe we spawn him and my lord way up here in these trees. And then that leaves, of course, the Necrofex Colossus. And this unit of animated hulks that is also going to fall apart as soon as it enters combat. But, again, what am I going to do? Not use them? So we're gonna give ourselves a little bit more time to set up. I really don't think we're going to see much forward movement from our enemies here. Set the deck gunners up nice and wide. You guys need to approach a little bit more. You can take more of an angled setup. The hand cannon mob can get all the way into the trees, probably. And then move our crabs into the trees too. If they want to come at us around here, we can wheel this this formation around pretty quickly, I think. The Hulks should also just kind of get in the trees. Be ready to do some damage. And you should also be in the trees. Okay. Here's hoping, friends. And also, the winds of magic in this place are fucking terrible. We have a lot of power reserve, but gotta take some time and let it generate. Do I want to move my mortars? I might even move my mortars up a little bit. Like I said, I can't imagine this army trying to get aggressive with us. I think their plan is to wait 2 minutes until their big army arrives. So we're just gonna set up for a massacre. You do have control over this kind of stuff on the world map. Actually, you're gonna be a little further forward.
Don't stop.
The positions that your armies approach from on the battlefield are based on the relative positioning of those armies on the world map. So if you are trying to set up to multi-army somebody, you can prevent this kind of thing by being smart about that. This is their fault. They set up wrong for the kind of maneuver they're doing here. All right, everybody's ready. Just spinning the cannons for fun. Look at all the wild detail. I guess it's easier to see from the sunward side. Oh, hold on. I should give these units something to do. They should go over there and like the bats. A unit of 4 bats is going to die before it makes contact with an enemy, so it's tough to know exactly how to position them for maximum benefit. We could probably have taken the horribly wounded handgun mob and put it with our other handgunners, but I'm comfortable with this, using them as sort of like a sideways flanking force. Okay, I see movement. They're not really moving toward us, though. They're just kind of like aligning with their other troops. Okay, here we go.
Save my sword.
So we're gonna cast a really ugly Wind of Death pretty early in this attack. Obviously, though, there's a lot of value already. Do I want to throw it down now? It overcasts at 16, so it'd be just like, this is going to be the best stuff this army has. Yeah, let's just line it up now. Just trying to like split the difference between catching the first wave and the second wave, and I think I did so pretty fucking well. All right, let's give some orders then. Hand cannon mob. I mean, you're doing what you need to be doing. Fellbats, go fuck up those zombies. You attack here. You can see what I'm talking about. Like, our mobs are going to start. These horribly damaged units are going to break the instant they make contact with the enemies. So we have to think about that as we apply them. Do we want to fire off the sea shanty? We probably want to save this for the next part of the battle, right? All right, crabs basically just, no, come on. Kind of just basically in, just like move forward. let the enemies suffer, and all the gunfire is gonna happen. So Felix Gorst, their vampire lord, is sadly just a sword and shield guy on foot. 82 melee attack, 52 defense. Actually pretty terrifying and hard to do a lot of damage to at range because he is small. But I'm going to have the Necrofex Colossus try to bullseye him specifically as many times as possible, as quickly as possible. And you guys can see most of the way into the enemy army. Yeah, okay. So remember, they have a bunch of units that aren't on the battlefield yet because you can only put 40 units on the table at once. So we're going to be forcing more spawns here by wiping out their units. Every time one of their units stops existing, a new one's going to spawn for a little while.
Eager to kill.
She's merely just firing into the enemy crew. Let's start casting. So, let's nuke their lord's stats and focus on him. We have a pretty powerful pistol. And I'm thinking it is maybe time to throw down some Drowned Dead. Remember, every time she casts, the whole army gets a pulse of healing because of the school of magic that she is trained in. And we're just going to put up basically some stuff that's annoying to make life more difficult for their knights. And let's try to get horse focus from y'all. Here to move up a little bit, that is just fine. Alright, we need you to punch through. Your bonus is all versus infantry. But your base stats are good enough that we can have you attacking the horses probably and knocking them out. I mean, basically what we need is for this unit to just be attacking whatever is closest. All right, y'all focus there. And the rifles are probably not getting optimal fire anymore. Let's give them specific targets as well. Oh, I failed. I don't want to move in and do a flanking maneuver here because we want to leave the lane open for fire from the deck gunners. Okay, yeah. Okay, they're moving some direwolves in to hit us from behind. Direwolves are bad enough units that this is not a real concern. Yeah, they're gonna just by being near us, basically, they're going to get annihilated. All right, we have some gunfire coming in on the knights, and I'm watching the movement up here. All right, they're using some magic on our Morngul. Okay. Yeah, the unit of crabs that is assigned to fight their lord is getting wrecked because their lord is actually a huge danger. We can throw out the Curse of Years. I don't have an Overcast available. But yeah, we can just nuke. For whatever reason, this didn't occur. It definitely should have. Oh, the Terrorgeist is here. Grand. Okay, y'all, refocus. That is a dragon. Please kill it. You also. You guys keep doing what you're doing. At this point, I think it is worth throwing the shanty up. They're starting to come around with their monsters. They have separated the fast units out of their army without really thinking about it, I think. And we can definitely do some good work on that front. I am going to, for them, I'm going to try to just pull all my crabs to this side. We'll see how well that works. And then these units, I'm gonna basically use as a sacrifice. I'm just gonna have them sort of march out and grab attention, and we want to just buy time. Basically, we're just buying time. Okay.
Enemies wild!
Not seeing nearly as much gunfire as I would like on that Terrorgeist. There we go. There comes the wave. Now, unfortunately, we are seeing a lot of those shots get eaten by trees. There's only so much that can be done about that. I'm trying to keep her focused on Melchior himself, who is the most dangerous thing this army has. All right, the Terrorgeist went down, right? No, the Terrorgeist is almost down. After the Terrorgeist, it's Melchior von Sinclair. Sorry, I'm trying to keep our Lord focused on the other guy, Felix. Trying to keep our Lord shooting Felix in the side as much as possible. Melchior should go down just as quickly because he is riding a Terrorgeist. Once he's down, we can try to figure out other stuff. And the deck gunners are supposed to be shooting at the Blood Knights. How's that going? The Blood Knights are really not taking damage very quickly, but we do have access to the open flank of these Black Knights, so let's work on that. And get y'all selected for the target change. Come on, finish it. Actually, that unit of Blood Knights is a real problem, too. Focus on them, since they're right there.
Flee, Admiral!
Alright, once again, we're going to nuke your stats. Actually, you know what? The body of our gunners needs to remain focused, probably, because they're not going to be able to shoot through each other. Like, this is not going to work. But you can, yeah, you can engage on those things, and we'll see exactly what they do. Ugh, we're really low on magic. I needed more magic for this. And they're doing a lot of life drain on our. What do you call it? Our poor Morngul. He's almost getting the job done. He's trying real hard. Yeah, weapon damage up. And do I want to just cast Dance Macabre on him to try to get some of these units finished off? I think so. And also, you know, get the healing burst from casting a spell. Felix Gorst is receiving healing as well, and he's basically taking no damage. It's really frustrating. She's supposed to hit so hard with her gun, but it's not happening. Okay, that's pretty good. The mortars are firing into them as well, which is nice. But yeah, we're losing here.
Blood magic! Yeah!
Alright, stay on those Blood Knights. These guys are almost dead. Cannon fire is pretty serious against horses. Mortars are definitely doing some friendly fire damage, of course. And yep, there it is. We've lost it at this point. The fight is basically over. So let's see if the deck gunners can try to pick out their lord. But yeah, we're in pretty rough shape. Try to drop artillery fire on the units who are feeling low. Let's nuke the stats of, I guess, Melchior, because he is the one who's over here fighting me. Yeah, I was hoping we could win this, but my hope that we could win this from the end of last episode was definitely partially based on the idea that I thought it was going to be a settlement battle. Which obviously it has turned out not to be. Alright, decent cannon fire. I'm hoping that we can demoralize some of these really damaged units into falling apart. Let's focus on that Vargulf. Actually, you lot can probably also focus on the Vargulf, because they'll be able to hit the Vargulf over our other gunners. Yeah, it's almost dead already. Alright, focus on the Blood Knights. Blood Knights are a very high tier unit. They're extremely difficult to recruit. And every Blood Knight unit lost is a big deal. They're gonna point blank me with these black coaches, which I don't think is a real strategy. I mean, I guess the Necrofex Colossus doesn't have the best defensive stats. But at this point, we're not interested in trying to save our units. We're interested in trying to do lethal damage to enemy units. We want to permanently kill off as many things as we can.
From salt.
Yeah, the mortars are honestly doing pretty decent work here. I can't believe this thing is still alive. It's taken so many point-blank cannon shots. It's just not taking damage from like half of them. Hit it. Finish off the black coach. Oh, they're not going to. Yeah, had this been a settlement battle, I think we could have won it because we would have had the two minutes to build up extra defenses and stuff. We did some all right damage there. And like I said, we have done some very serious harm to their ability to recruit new units, even beyond the losses that they had suffered before. We killed the Terrorgeist. We killed the Vargulf. We killed several of their units of Graveguard. And that initial army lost a lot of Graveguard. And that battle ended up being about as long as I thought it was. But yeah, I think we took a lot better than the auto resolver probably would have given us. In terms of like actually eliminating units. The auto resolver would have damaged a lot of their force, and then they would have just healed back up. And the auto resolver does have an annoying tendency to distribute your damage against enemies as evenly as possible, such that you kill the smallest number of units possible. Whereas here we did actually get to kill some things, although I am super pissed about that black coach surviving with like 170 health because it just wasn't taking damage from the cannon fire. All right, well, Henrietta and her Morngul are both obviously not actually dead. So let's hear. What did we actually get? We did kill that unit of Black Knights. We did not get credit for killing these units of Graveguard, even though we definitely did do that. I think we're getting some Dead Rise again here. But yeah, unit of Blood Knights down. This Black Coach, this is the one that survived with no HP. That's really annoying. Okay, yeah, and then Samuel's dead, obviously. I'm not going to bother trying to make a thing here. This is not going to work out in our favor. Well, maybe I should actually. So many of my units are so... We're going to have a lot of like instant breaks here on our melee. But given how badly damaged a lot of the enemy stuff is, maybe we can pick some stuff off. Maybe we should fight this manually just for that. See, when you hit auto-resolve, it doesn't... it shows you which of your troops will die. It does not show you which of the enemy's troops will die. So... the healthy unit of ogres gets speed and stalker, I guess. Then we just go plus leadership on, I guess, the healthiest unit of blood guard or depth guard. And yeah, let's go for focused assassinations, trying to permanently kill off as many units as possible here. Obviously there will be some dead rise again. No matter what we do, we cannot necessarily guarantee that anything dies, but we can at the very least give it our best. And then we can raise an awful lot of hell with the army we're about to spawn and the army that we will be recruiting as soon as that army finishes. And I think it's going to be okay. So it's going to be just Odo for like 2 minutes, right? And all of the reinforcements are coming in from behind, so we have no reason to do anything other than just push directly. Again, very poor winds of magic, very disadvantageous to us. We do have a slightly higher position than them, which is very good for our cannons. Slightly higher, but mostly flat. It's like ideal cannon fire. Our melee are just not going to be relevant this fight. Alright. So this just crashes your ability cooldowns, which you don't have any of. Fun. Okay. Nobody's in range to shoot except for the cannons. The cannons should start with the crypt horrors. We might be able to actually take those out. Ooh, well, those are cairn wraiths. The crypt horrors. The crypt horrors. And let's try to move everybody up. So you lot are basically just going forward. I'm going to give the deck gunners specific targets. Although it's going to be difficult for them to target anything meaningful. The other gunners, I'm going to give more of a general, like, move-up order. And the ogres are also getting a general move-up order. Let's try to do as much fighting as we can. Yeah, they're going to run from us. That is a sensible maneuver on their part. Nothing we can do about this, by the way. We have no ability to slow them or anything like that. All we can do is just try to get in range and do as much damage as possible before they... Who's firing? Nobody has range, so... Yeah, I thought I heard the sounds of fire, but there shouldn't be any fire. Okay, here come their reinforcements, and now they're feeling... Now they're feeling like pushing us. Alright, we just do our best to try to focus. Gun units are real slow. Alright, these dire wolves... Let's put some ogres on the dire wolves. Shouldn't be a problem. Dire wolves are not fantastic fighters. You can see 26 attack, 14 defense, no armor. Their damage mix is very, very little armor piercing in it. Not that our ogres are terribly armored, but, you know, the armor they do have will matter a lot. And here we're probably looking at like a great big Fog of the Damned. What does it cost? Kraken's Pull is 15 base. Vangeist Revenge is even More. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to imagine getting any value there. All right, well.
It will be.
Don't run too far forward.
Biggest in the tribe. Sure thing. Find a meal.
Try to move them around so that they have the side open here.
Many are pistols.
Reposition my ogres away from the trees a little bit.
Guards are ready. They're automatic.
Not sure why they're allowing me to just shoot them. Like, they should at least be running at us, right? I'm going to just start shooting at these, I think. Alright, the rest of our melee are more or less ready. Given the way they're lining up, do we want to stop running? Because we could just go up on the hill. Yeah, maybe I want to stop like here.
Many are pistols.
Gosh, it takes them a long time to reload their guns.
Don't like the sound of that. Guts out, boys. Many are pistols. This way. Bring us meat. Ogres attack.
Okay. Those are not real units. These direwolves that are just trying to run up the middle are going to get absolutely destroyed. And I have an opportunity here to maybe throw down a pretty consequential Kraken's Paw. I don't know. Maybe I want to wait, though. I'm only going to get to really cast one of these, so I probably should be very cautious with it. That's Felix Gorst, who gained 2 levels off of the last battle. Let's see some focus from the long-range guns. Y'all have lost sight of the enemy cavalry anyway, so yeah, also shoot at Melchior von Sinclair. And you lot can actually just stand much closer to the gunners now that we've kind of like reworked our positioning here. Speaking of reworking our positioning. Yeah, those things are dead already.
Onwards. Press gang 'em. Shamble on. Fight.
Okay. This is more like the time when you cast the spell. So we got these Cairn Wraiths and stuff. I am going to refocus the cannons on the Blood Knights again. This is probably shanty time. And we're losing our ogres rapidly to just an absolute swarming of their worst units. And also Felix is there. It doesn't feel like a very good place to cast a spell. Yeah, let's just prepare to take this charge. Y'all stay focused on the level 25 Vampire Lord. Yeah, the magic is so precious here. I think we gotta wait until their good units expose themselves a little bit more. everybody in the guttery groups, forget what you were told earlier. That's a Vargulf. Kill that. And can we get a unit of pole arms over here? Yeah, that Vargulf going down would be very good for us. So their Graveguard and stuff are approaching this way. The Crypt Horrors are coming in here. The unit of Crypt Horrors is already kind of upset. Actually, can y'all just get that done? You stay on there. Yeah. Okay. I think we can probably knock out a couple of these units real fast. Samuel Jenkins' melee attack has been completely fucked by enemy magic. Helm of Discord and whatnot. So I might want to just back him up for a second.
Moving! Onwards! Shamble on! Both dead.
Oh. Never mind. Nothing to intercept. Alright, gunnery crews handle that. Cannon fire into the side of those guys is working out just fine. Y'all do this. Y'all do this. Yeah, I want to try to catch their Graveguard, like, grouping up a little bit. And I'm having a hard time getting them to do that right now. Do I maybe want to give up on the giant damage spell and instead just put up some crabs to help control positioning? Not really, if I'm honest. It doesn't feel great. And like Felix Gorst is gonna do horrible things to us. There's not really anything I can do about that. Yeah, I think in a lot of ways all we can do is wait for them to present us with a better target. We could kill a bunch of terrible garbage units that I don't care about, but yeah. All right. Feel free to open fire anytime, y'all.
Moving! Yes, Lord!
All right. So let's catch those Blood Knights in the side. Actually, is there another easy large focus fire target? Not so much. The rifles won't be able to hit these Blood Knights, I'm concerned. But the deck gunners, who have come down off the hill a little bit, unfortunately. Maybe not. We can try it. And you know, this unit of handgunners can definitely hit them. The rest of y'all try to shoot those Graveguard, I guess? I can open that angle up a little bit. Knocking out those Graveguard would be useful. The cannons are still working the Blood Knights. Okay, over here, like, we're starting to get the situation. Yeah, this is Graveguard and Blood Knights on top of each other. There's Canwraiths there. There's Felix there. This is maybe the cast. Do a Kraken's Pull, like, right there. Hold on. Yep. More Graveguard running in at the moment, and okay, that's going pretty well. The Blood Knights are trying to reposition to safety, but it looks like they're not going to make it. We managed to shred several of these units, and our ogres really aren't taking damage. The flag of this ogre unit is in that position, but most of the ogres are actually over here fighting Odo von Sinclair. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose this battle pretty soon, but I'm hoping we can burn out a couple more of their units before that happens. So you ran over here to fight some horses. Where are those horses? Did you actually... Are they all dead? Okay, well then fight these Cairn Wraiths. These Cairn Wraiths should get shattered very quickly. Trying to save up for a Fog of the Damned. We are constantly generating a small drip of magical power. Remember, due to Arcane Conduit. So we want to see that number get up to 6.
Move it! We move!
Yeah, they have properly breached the gunnery line, though, and I'm expecting to see some losses here real soon. All right, can we get our lord
Agreed! Onwards!
turned around and picking up this black coach? And then I'm gonna try to get 2 of these units of deck gunners to back up. This unit to back up, but in a different way. You lot turn around. No, actually, sorry. You lot stay focused on those crypt horrors. They're actually almost dead. You lot turn around and shoot that black coach. We can probably get rid of that black coach. I'd really like to, at least. Have the cannons... The cannons have lost their target. Okay. Cairn Wraiths? It's probably these really... Oh, it's these Mourngulls, for sure. Mourngulls are large. They're a little easier to hit.
Pirate of the Undead!
See if we can pull our lord out of the thick of things here. There we go. Beautiful.
Gunners! Yes, master!
Fleet Admiral!
Come on. Come on, shoot it. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Press gang 'em!
I'm starting to become concerned that we are not going to make the 6 magic happen. So I might want to just go ahead and throw this up on, like, you lot, I guess. It's more significant to do it on them because they have the larger number of guns. Just start focusing on the Mourngulls. Just unleash. Y'all turn and shoot these Cairn Wraiths. That's a unit of mounted Wraiths over there. If we can get some clean shots on them, we should be able to take them apart pretty quickly. And the cannon crews are, yeah, they're swamped by wolves and garbage. So unfortunately, they're probably done contributing. But we killed a couple of pretty significant units here, I think. We did some good damage. And again, if we had just taken the auto-resolve, it would not have actually killed probably almost any valuable enemy units. A little bit of last desperate cannon fire. Much appreciated. Woo! I used my scroll of power. Come on, y'all. Just fire. They're so close. They're so close to dead. Oh. My units lost enough morale that they were falling apart there. Remaining 2. Some of the ogres got away. Well, phooey. We did knock out their level 25 vampire lord for a few turns. That's something. We did kill several of their monsters, several irreplaceable like monster and coach units. I feel like this is going to be like a whole episode that takes place just during the Caravan of Blue Roses turn, where we are not doing anything huge. We're just picking away at their force composition in ways that they cannot replenish later. And I mean, we did kill a couple of these units of wolves, so that'll show them. The wolves they will be able to replace. And we didn't get these units of Graveguard down. I'm curious about the units of Graveguard that we saw, that we managed to cast the Kraken's Paw on. But unfortunately, I don't know which army's Graveguard those were, so it's hard to know what the exact effect of that is. Also, I believe Samuel Jenkins was not immortality level, so bummer for him. Okay, yeah, so important stuff died over here. We did get one of the units of Graveguard, but notice that it's not grayed out, so it probably did a dead rise again. I think it's so interesting that they wouldn't take Fu Chao, because now they're all going to have to fall back. Now they don't have replenishment in this area. They should absolutely have just conquered it when they took it, or when they won the battle, and then they would have the ability to push forward next turn. Instead, they've cost themselves probably 2 turns worth of healing, because none of them have the movement to get back to their own area. And they'll take it next turn, but yeah, just really strange. Okay, Alberic de Bordelot is running a lot of sort of low tier. Oh wow, did you win that battle? What in the hell?
And infamy.
How did Sinch manage to win that battle? Well, that was a very good use of allegiance, because he definitely was moving that army with the what do you call them as a target? Recruited at Sartosa. I guess a Borngul. All right, yep, we lost some people. Aw, Henrietta's sword got stolen. That's annoying. It's fine, though. It's not a big deal. Samuel was not immortal yet. Robbie has, resurfaced over here, sadly. Pete's ready for duty. So we can use Robbie to just harass this army. He has a 100% chance of being able to remove their handmaidens. Sure, go get him.
Your failure is
What?
mine.
His chance was 100. What does 100% mean? This game and its novel mathematics. All right. So, I think Annie can turn around at this point, probably. It seems like the push is over in this area.
Admiral of the fleet, I understand.
Annie sails north. Billy
Of the fleet.
goes to Sorcerer's Islands and reclaims it.
Attack the curse.
Or rather, reclaims it next turn. That's actually very annoying. The fact that they get a turn to heal and replenish makes this a much more annoying capture. Why did I click that button? I know I don't. I know I don't care about that button. Henry.
Promising.
Sorry, Herney becomes Pete Wakefield,
Admiral of the fleet.
who is merely very good at recruitment. He's not as incredibly powerful at it. So we're not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to recruit the hero I want.
Seas are my domain.
So what do I do with this last slot? I guess it can just be another rifle unit. You know, that's not terrible. Just pull in some more tier 5 rifles. Is 8 melee units here enough? Oh, 10, because we have the giant monster crabs. Yeah, probably. It's probably fine.
Ahoy.
Okay. Now, in theory, this army should be feeling some pressure from the Cathayans. It doesn't seem like that's happening. Cuthay is putting none pressure on them at all. Part of the problem might be that the Chaos Dwarves, who are friendly to them, have pushed down the coast here. Xiao Ming is fighting Chaos Dwarves instead of helping us.
Admiral of
Very annoying. And so a lot of the recruitment stuff, a lot of the recruitment slots over here are all fucked up. I'm actually going to use a global slot to pull in these guys, and we're going to start recruiting a new army here
Undead Raiders.
to replace our losses. And once again, anybody who can provide that +1 rank on recruits. Ellie Amstrel. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Ellie Amstrel it is. Why are you coming in at level 9 instead of level... What wore off? I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Admiral of the fleet.
I mean, it matters a little bit. All right, you exist solely for recruitment purposes, so we're giving you the solely for recruitment purposes package. That extra level would be nice, that extra recruit rank.
Blood and gold.
Okay, do we want to do monster recruitment in this army? I'm going to say no. Let's start grabbing some Prometheans. And then also some guns. Okay. And we have... Oh, we have the Queen Bess. That's right.
I'll order it.
That's what Pete Wakefield's filling his army out with. Not this. His cannon.
The galleon awaits.
That means y'all have access to that slot, and I'm gonna pull in more crabs through that slot. Okay. I do want to end up with 2 additional armies over there, but because of the way recruitment stuff works, doesn't really make sense to do it now. What the hell is Charlie? Oh, Charlie's the new... Yeah. Charlie, pal, I don't value you is the thing. I don't know a nice way to say this. You're not going to be able to do anything meaningful to these armies. I could fold you into an army. You could join an army as a combat unit.
Sail the world.
I guess it would be this one, Billy. Yeah, go join Billy's army. You might provide some benefit over there. So if I were to dismiss... Yeah, I know about the Estallion too. I'm trying to select Robbie. If I were to dismiss Robbie, who's going to be over here apparently failing at impossible to fail at tasks, it would probably allow me to recruit another Gunnery White over there, but you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to stick with things as they are. It is definitely not worth repairing the buildings in Fuchao. Those buildings are lost forever. Well, I mean, not lost forever, but that place is going to get conquered anyway. Yeah, okay. I think this is under control. I'm very annoyed by how little movement our new friend has. But it rules that Aranessa is back on the front line and ready to start wrecking shit. So let's see...
Of course you can.
Kairos, what? No. Also, you're not even at war with them. Like, I know on paper, nominally you are at war with them, but you're not fighting them in any way, so why would I help you? That was a real let's you and them fight kind of moment, and I don't appreciate it. So it is probably just me against these caravan types. I cannot imagine anybody except maybe the Western provinces helping us out with this, and the Western provinces have apparently been sufficiently distracted. I think once we push back this massive elf attack, it looks like maybe we have actually kind of done it already. I may sail Aranessa west and try to get to one of the teleport points. Bring Aranessa over and hopefully between her and the new Pete Wakefield and whatever else we're able to cobble together over there, bring this noise to an end. God, Clan Pestilence has had no armies, no meaningful anything going on for such an incredibly long time. They probably have like one settlement somewhere that nobody can see because it's an undercity. But it doesn't make sense to me that they're not recruiting troops like crazy, because as we have seen from the Caravan of Blue Roses, the AI gets some significant amount of free resources. Are they sieging Fuchao? I think I think Fuchao is currently under siege. That's bizarre. Apparently they didn't feel they didn't feel their damaged armies could handle a battle with my tiny little garrison that's at 5% HP. Okay, Mortal Shackles. Wow. Plus 50% hero action success chance for all characters. Does that mean that Robbie will actually be able to assassinate Leia Quinn? Do it. Make it happen. All right, we got there. We only needed 150% chance to do it. How annoying. How incredibly, incredibly annoying.
Vampire of the waves.
All right. Unfortunately, we cannot quite reach Altharion. But I do want to sail Aranessa all the way out.
This is absurd.
If I do this, what are the odds that they turn around? Like, because we're going to move Aranessa and Annie together, obviously. Is there a way that that goes horribly awry for me? I don't think so. I don't think we have to be super careful with that. Attack. All right, please make this happen. Easy victory against their exceedingly fake army.
This is fire now.
Hey, what do you know? I control this province that I have controlled for a very long time. It's so weird how the mouse cursor gets desynced on the ocean from the actual positions of your characters. Okay, so that's Arcane Conduit. Hey, what position in my faction did I lose? Oh, I lost my Fleet Enforcement Admiral. That's the person who died. So, okay, it'll be interesting to have one of those back later. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. The Fleet Warrant Admiral is the one who seems, by a large margin, the weakest. Okay, well, that's all stuff we'll fix later. You're coming in. We'll replace something. We'll probably drop a unit of deck gunners. This is probably, well, I don't know. Worry about it next turn. That's what we'll do.
Ready the swordfish.
All right, I do want to sail Aranessa out very aggressively. I do want to take up a position where I am threatening to sail across and get some stuff done. Yeah, it looks like the Dark Elves are doing a good job of keeping Hexawaddle under control. So we could probably sail over here, just cut through the Bretonnians just to show them who's boss. And then there's a sea lane marker, yeah, right there, which goes to the Jade Sea, right? The Sea of Malice. Wait, which one's the Sea of Malice? There is a marker over here somewhere. This one goes to the Jade Sea. Okay. Yeah. So just sail basically right past the Galleon's graveyard. And that will be how Aranessa does her thing. And so I think we are just going to sail I'm so nervous about, like, the possibility of accidentally losing another army. Aranessa's army is, like, very significant, you know?
Plotting a course.
And this leaves basically just Annie and Billy to play permanent defense. But I think that should be fine. The occasional little bit of supplement from, you know, temporary armies that we hire or whatever. Or friends, rats and Cinchian monsters showing up.
I'm no mermaid. On course.
Yeah, we just want to go as far as we can, and we will
Navigating.
keep Annie with her so that it is whatever happens, it's an ugly fight for the opponents. So Fu Chao is under siege. Why didn't you just... This is the garrison. Why didn't you just attack? But it's fine. I mean, we'll let them not take this over and not get replenishment in this area once again. Pete's replenishment is going to be finished before you can get over here and attack us.
Yes.
And yeah, all of my recruitment slots are still locked for the next turn. They'll open up in just a moment. So yeah. All right, Lashiek does need to get rebuilt. However, there is benefit to reconstructing this stuff. And I suppose I should, yeah. Okay. Let's see if, in fact, the elves are brave enough to try to take on Annie and Aranessa together. It would seem to me to be a real fool's errand, but first of all, the AI sometimes just does foolish things, and secondly, sometimes I'm wrong about what's foolish. As we have seen to my great embarrassment once or twice already. So in the end, was taking Fu Chao worth the 2 armies that we spent on it? I think so. We lost a lord, but that lord was at, like, basically at our recruitment level. And we did some serious damage to their ability to recruit meaningful units. We broke down a bunch of the good and interesting units that they do have. I don't know for sure that they can recruit Graveguard at the moment. Like, they might have run fully out of the ability to do that. And obviously they will be rebuilding a settlement to level 3 and getting that recruitment structure leveled up as soon as they can. I was kind of hoping that we could rely on pressure from the western provinces to at least make that less likely to occur seamlessly, but it seems like the western provinces will probably not be pitching in. Big surprise, the AI not doing their part in a campaign. Oh, Clan Pestilence is finally generating military units again. I do feel bad for the rats because, like, all of my territory is absolutely poisonous for them to exist in. That's got to make life difficult. Their major ally, who is in the center of their territory, in between many of their cities, is just like a big nuclear cloud. I didn't realize we have vision all the way to Lizhu. If I could see Lizhu, we should. They still didn't take Fu Chao. Wow. I am flabbergasted by that. They did set up an ambusher in the pass, so I guess we need to be wary of that one. And an ambush is actually relevant. Their force is much more dangerous in melee, and our force is much weaker in melee. So we do have to care about that. But we saw through the ambush. Okay. Well, in that case, that guy's just overextended and Pete Wakefield's army is full. Yeah, I think this is going to be... I think you done goofed, my friend. Yeah, and they just haven't taken Fuchao. Oh, I think they've kind of made a huge error here. Why are you in raiding stance rather than encampment stance? Why aren't you healing?
Do not mistake me for the fool.
Very strange stuff. Okay, since we can see to Li Zhu, yes, this is the building that lets them recruit Graveguard, but they have to get it leveled up. They're trying to get back their ability to recruit Mournguls and Vargeist. They have limited, so they weren't able to build a garrison structure here because they were too worried about putting together the ability to recruit units. That's good news for us. We can't see what's in Lee Temple, but we can see that it's only tier 2 because it only has 2 of the slots open. So that's real good news for us as well. And they haven't managed to sneak away and take any other settlements, have they? No, it's just the 2. So, all right, I think our campaign is working. It is a little bit more staccato than I might have liked, but I think we're in really good shape here. But that is where we're going to call this one for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I think that in a grinding campaign like this, it is sometimes worth playing out those slow, miserable losses just to make sure you are focusing your damage on the right positions, making sure you are doing the specific kills that you need to do. We didn't get as many of those as we thought, but I hope that the real world human minutes that I devoted to that doesn't feel like a waste to everybody. When you come back next time, we are going to resume the pressure. They are still not in a position to fight us off, and we are only growing more powerful by the moment in this area. And we'll see you then.